Hello everybody! Today I wanted to make a short video about Web Core Vitals. And in fact this is the third recording because I screw it up every time. So anyway, Web Core Vitals is a new technology that Google has implemented in its search engine. That new technology now not only looks at the content of your website to decide whether that website needs to have good ratings, but it also looks at the performance of your website. Back-end performance, how fast data is given, but also at the front-end performance. And that is how fast your website is ready to be viewed and how user-friendly it is. And now I wanted to make a vanilla Drupal 9 check for Web Core Vitals. So here I have vanilla Drupal 9 installed. And I logged out. One thing is that I logged out so that all that administrative things would not be loaded. Another is you can see I'm running under HTTPS. Why? Because now Google punishes websites that don't run under HTTPS. So if I were to run it in plain HTTP, it would show lower scores. But no one today in clear mind actually runs their websites under HTTP, right? So it's HTTPS. So let's click DevTools. And before we go to generate the report, some things about the settings. We click everything: performance, best practices, accessibility, and SEO. We don't click progressive web app because this is not a web app. Then we click mobile device. Why mobile? Why not desktop? Because desktop is optimized for stronger computers. It gets no throttling, it renders faster, but when Google checks your website, it checks as a mobile to see how people with mobile phones will see it. So mobile actually has lower scores, but if there are problems that will kind of slip through the cracks on the desktop, they won't on the mobile. If you need to know strength and weaknesses of your website, you should have it clicked on mobile. So now let's generate our report. Alright. Now this is very good. This is very good. There are very few sites that actually have that, but it should be perfect because it's a blank site. It should be perfect. And now let's look at the results. Actually, this 99% performance, actually I did this test a number of times. Every other times it counts as 100%. But there is a thing which stands on the way of 100%, solid 100%. And that is our image element does not have width and height. This image element. Width and height are not popular right now. They were removed in the era of responsive design, when images were supposed to be controlled solely by the CSS. Now they need to be back. Images are still controlled by the CSS, but they also need to have width and height. Another thing, best practices, cross-origin destination links aren't safe. This link to user guide needs to have no opener or no refer rel tag. And now SEO. It has 85%. Why? Because document doesn't have a meta description, that's one thing. And another, because links are not crawlable. This link. Now the meta description is actually resolved by having the meta tag module. In the last 10 years, every single website that I saw or built, they had that meta tag module installed and configured because it's so important for SEO. Why it's not still in Drupal core, I don't know. But you just need to know that this is very easily fixable. Any Drupal website these days has this meta tags module. And what about this link, which is not crawlable? It's the link to the main content. It was hot some time ago, evidently not so hot now. So I would simply remove it from the theme. However, who in the sound mind today would build a Drupal website and just have the out-of-the-box theme, right? You would have your own theme, you would purchase a theme, or you would build a theme from a starter theme like Bootstrap or something else. So actually, if we look about the scores, this is very good, and those cases that are not very good, I'm looking at width and height. It's just an attribute of this default theme, which will not be there when you create a theme of your own or build a theme based on the starter theme. Then what else? Link here, it will be gone because you will not have this default content on your website, right? And when you create your content with outbound links, of course you will remember to put in rel attribute with no opener or no refer. So this really just a part of this default content, which will go away anyway. Meta description is solvable by having this meta tag module, and links not crawlable is also just a part of this default theme which needs to be corrected. This link needs just to be thrown away. And of course, in your new theme that you're going to build, you won't have it. So very, very good, very solid results, and some minor issues that we have here are just coming from this default theme that you're not going to use anyway. So with Drupal CMS, you have very, very good, very solid, performant, SEO friendly, and web core vitals friendly CMS to start building your website with. Okay, I hope that it has been entertaining, and I hope that it has been helpful. Bye bye.